Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is Tuesday, March 21st, 2023. Lance Brack here to get the morning started talking some pro wrestling. Hope everyone is having a great morning so far. Want to talk about some news that came out yesterday that I saw, and that is Bill Goldberg's WWE contract has expired, so he is now a free agent, no longer with WWE as of right now. And what I was going to ask is, do you think this is it for Goldberg? Do you think he's just going to call it a career and retire from pro wrestling now? Or do you think he'll try to work something out with WWE, have one more match at one of the Saudi Arabia shows, or who knows, maybe even SummerSlam here in Detroit this summer? And I know there's even already been some rumblings and speculation online, people asking if Goldberg will end up in AEW. I'd have to say that I'd rather not see that happen. And it's nothing really against Goldberg either. It's just, I think it would be best for Goldberg and for AEW if it did not happen. I wonder though if there is anyone that actually does want to see Goldberg end up in AEW. The thing is, if Goldberg actually did sign with All Elite Wrestling, who would you put him in a program with? Just thinking now, a couple younger big guys I just thought of. There's Brian Cage, Powerhouse Hobbs, or Saddam Singh, which I don't think would be a good idea though, but I don't really see that happening though. But let me know in the comments right here on Spreaker or wherever you are listening to GMWF. Let me know if you would actually like to see Goldberg in AEW. And also, let me know who you would like to see Goldberg work with if he did actually sign with AEW. I'm curious to know if anybody actually does want to see Goldberg there. Like Goldberg's his last 5 matches reading here on the WrestleFeed app. WrestleMania 36, he lost the Universal Championship to Braun Strowman. Then he lost to Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble. Then SummerSlam 2021, lost to Bobby Lashley. And Crown Jewel, he defeated Lashley in a no-holds-barred match. And then Elimination Chamber, he lost to Roman Reigns in a match for the Universal Championship. So, Goldberg, the most recent years, has been on and off one of the part-timers, I guess you could say. And hasn't been real bad, but I want to say nothing real special. 2018, he went into the WWE Hall of Fame and has had matches since then had the episode of A&E's biography air. But really, there hasn't really been very much tease of maybe another match or anything. But now that he's a free agent, who knows? I really don't see him working, not only just not AEW, but to be honest, I really don't see him going to any other promotion or really doing anything in wrestling besides WWE. I know that he will be making an appearance at WrestleCon, WrestleMania weekend, and if you're interested in getting anything signed by Goldberg but can't make it to WrestleCon right now, you can go to highspotsauctions.com and order signed items by Goldberg. You can get a turnbuckle pad. I think there's a Funko Pop on there, action figures, and of course some 8x10s and other pictures that you can get signed by Goldberg and other wrestlers that are appearing at WrestleCon. Mercedes Moné, Trinity Fatu, the former Naomi, will be appearing. Adam Cole, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, Hook, and a lot of others appearing at WrestleCon. If you want to get any items signed by any of those wrestlers, you can go to highspotsauctions.com right now and order. If you have seen any, it's been a while since I've done it, but look on the 360 Wrestling Podcast YouTube channel and past episodes of Off Thursday, where I have opened up things that I have gotten from High Spots. Some autographed 8x10s. I have a few action figures, have a few signed turnbuckle pads. So definitely worth checking out if any of your favorite wrestlers are at WrestleCon. highspotsauctions.com. Get something cool signed. And tomorrow night on AEW Dynamite, Sting, who just turned 64, we found out will be in a trios match, teaming with Darby Allin and AEW International Champion Orange Cassidy to take on the team of Kip Sabian, the Butcher, and the Blade. Tomorrow night, Dynamite on TBS. So Sting, still in very good shape at 64 years old, will be competing. Doesn't really do it very often. His last match was back in January at the Great Muta retirement show, soon to be WWE Hall of Famer. And his last match in AEW, I just actually heard this morning, was actually back in November at Full Gear. So definitely not wrestling a full-time schedule, but when he does work a match, he does look very good, and usually a multi-man match. And I don't even remember if he has had a singles match in AEW, and not right off the top of my head anyway. And usually they're more of the street fights, no holds barred matches, and he ends up doing a dive off the balcony. But still looking very good, like I said. And that's all for this episode of 360 Good Morning Wrestling Fans. Thank you everyone for tuning in right here on Spreaker and wherever else you may listen. Remember, the email is 360wrestlingpodcast@gmail.com. If you have any questions you'd like to ask or any suggestions about some episodes I should do of Fanatic Unleashed, and you can just email anytime 360wrestlingpodcast@gmail.com. And thank you again for tuning in. Hopefully 360 Wrestling Fanatic will keep up with more new episodes. And we'll be back right here tomorrow morning for the Wednesday episode of GMWF. Hope everyone has a great Tuesday today, and hope everyone enjoys NXT tonight. Until tomorrow morning, I will talk to you then. And remember, keep watching pro wrestling.